Hi, Capricorn, and welcome to your spiritual advice and spirit guide messages for September 2018. This reading will help those of you who are on a spiritual journey to understand where you're at on your path at this time. This will also bring forth messages from your spirit guides to help you out with different situations, relationships, and experiences you are going through right now. So Capricorn, let's see what is coming out for you guys. What's going on in September for Capricorn? All right, so we have 1111, message and numbers. With this coming out, Capricorn, you know, the universe, your spirit guides, passed on loved ones, all of them really speaking to you through the language of numbers or through patterns and symmetry, like sacred geometry, sacred geometry, patterns, symmetry, repeating numbers, and if you don't know what different numbers mean, do a Google search and look, and don't just stop at one source. There are so many different sources out there that talk about, the different meanings of, numbers. And so you guys need to look into that if you haven't already. But September, really pay attention. Also, 1111 is all about a portal. So there's some sort of portal opening up for each and every one of you in September, and it's different for all of you, okay, what that portal is. But pay attention to signs and synchronicities through numbers, big time in September. Recognize there is a portal opening for you guys as well, okay? So let's get more information about this. And all decks I'm using are listed in the description box below the video if you are curious. Also, some of you, this could be letting you know that you have been a numerologist or astrologist in past lifetime, and if you feel like a pull or inclination towards either of those, and you've kind of dabbled in it, but you feel like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming, go to it and just get into it, and you will trigger your past life knowing, of numerology or astrology. But some of you definitely have a calling for that. So we have relationship balance. We have a shine forth, sunshine. And we have a change is coming, the wind. Yeah. This to me is talking about that portal opening up for you guys. There is a big change coming for Capricorn. Now, if you are not, seeking this from a spiritual perspective, like you don't see yourself on a spiritual journey, this is more about a relationship or situation in your life. With this, it's like you've got a relationship balance, numbers, symmetry. You've got to find the balance within yourself to temper your energies, with your relationship with yourself, but your relationship with others or your relationship with a very specific person. And it's saying, don't be small for anybody. You have to shine your true authentic light and be you. And if somebody's trying to make you small, then maybe they're not the best person for you. And I will give you an example of this. I was dating somebody when I had my big awakening, and who I was prior and then who I was after was not the same person. And I remember we went to a bar to go watch a hockey game, and there was this little sign for unicorn bingo up on the wall, and the fact that it was a unicorn and the rainbow with bingo was actually a synchronicity to something else completely unrelated. And I was kind of excited, and I was like, oh, look at this. And I kid you not, he turned to me and said, could you just be a little less you for a while? And I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize at the time how crappy of a thing that was to say. But I just thought, okay, because he's somebody who's not into spirituality, none of that. And so I just thought, okay, he's not feeling that. But then, now at this point on my journey, I'm like, screw you. I'm me, you're you. If you don't like me, don't be around me. No, I'm not going to conform and be less me to make you more comfortable or happy. And so some of you, I feel like that's the case where, you have this beautiful light, and your inner child really shows through in so many situations. And, there's either a very specific relationship or other people in your life that are like, you need to be more grounded, you need to, be more this, you need to be more that. And the truth at the end of the day is, no, you do not. You just need to be more of who you are, regardless of what anybody else is thinking. You shine you, and be proud of it, no matter what it is that you believe or stand for. Let nobody take that away from you. And with relationship balance, some of you, this might be where some relationships have to go out of your life if they don't let you be who you are. And that's what this change is about. Okay. Some of you, this might be where we're about to have a big time, awakening in a spiritual way. But overall, the number sequences that you're seeing are trying to prepare you for this change and let you know what it's about and give you direction and give you clarity, okay? But ultimately, Capricorn, this is a good change. This is something that's going to make you happy, okay? It's not, where everything in your life is crumbling beneath you, no, this is change that's good, that ultimately empowers you. So let's pull a bit more information about this. So we have take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. This is saying some of you are trying way too hard. I feel like you're putting more into a situation or relationship than you're getting back, okay? And that's what this shine forth is about, where, you are something special too, Capricorn, and you need to be honored and respected and loved for who you are, just the way you are. For others of you, this is talking about where you might be giving way too much energy to your job, to your spirituality, to a specific relationship. There's just like an out of balance of where you're giving your energy in regards to your relationships, along with your work life and everything else. And so some of you, it's like you kind of need to take a break, and maybe you're doing too much for everybody, and you need to start taking a bit more time for yourself to, recharge your batteries and enjoy the sun, man. Okay, next, ooh, look at this. We have the Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So this coming out, many of you have a connection to the Pleiades, okay? Or you really resonate with that energy. And, if this is the first time you're ever hearing about the Pleiades, you might really want to look into that. There's this wonderful video called the Pleiadian, I think it's like the message to the family of light, and it's something that was uploaded like 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, and it's really beautiful. If I remember, by the time I'm done with all of these, I'll put it in the description box along with the tarot cards so you can listen to it, because some of you definitely are going to resonate big time with that message and what you're here to do, and the belief system behind that message. Now, I don't necessarily agree or subscribe to the message in that video. I just find it to be very triggering and empowering, and it has helped me tremendously along my journey, even though I don't exactly subscribe to everything that's being said. And in saying that, it doesn't mean that what's being said in there is wrong and I am right. I'm just not of this vibration, okay? However, the Pleiadian vibration assisted me in awakening and triggering ancient knowledge within. So, some of you, this is a direct connection to that Pleiades, and for others of you, it's like me, where this energy is going to help empower and trigger things within you and help you remember at a soul level, okay? So, no matter what you believe, look to this energy for some guidance, for some clarity, for some consciousness expansion, all right? Also, those of you that really feel confused about what your mission is, you feel you're here to serve humanity, you will find a lot of information with the Pleiadian message and vibration, okay? And look at this. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So yeah, the Pleiades would definitely be considered Council of Light. I just feel like there's many Capricorns who are working with this energy at this time, whether you have this direct lineage to them, or this is just energy helping you with your soul journey at this time, okay? But there is a lot of non-physical energy, your spirit guides, the Pleiadian star system, all the consciousness and energy from there coming down here to help and assist you, okay? Many of you, those are where your spirit guides are from. It's from that system, and they're speaking to many of you through the language of numbers, sacred geometry, and patterns, all right? Because that's something that your consciousness understands. So whether this is about your spiritual journey or you're just seeking clarity and guidance for a relationship or situation in your life, the message is the same. You need to reach out to your spirit guide. You need to open yourself up to the language, of the non-physical, and look to number synchronicities and sacred geometry and things along those lines to really help activate you and trigger you, all right? Some of you, it might just be like you're looking at Chinese and you're like, I don't get it, but you don't have to. It's triggering you, all right? And again, some of you, this is all about being a numerologist or an astrologist, okay? So let's get a bit deeper, Capricorn. All right, so these two definitely, and that one. Okay, so we have the serpent. Yeah, this here, there's some ancient wisdom that is stored within your DNA as well as, in your eternal soul. And it's time for that to be triggered and awakened within you. Some of you, this is about Kundalini and, that energy. And if you know nothing about it, you have no knowledge, no wisdom, before you start doing meditations and trying to, do your Kundalini, really, really educate yourself 100%, all right? But ultimately, this is the ancient wisdom within you from your lifetimes, as well as, the lineage of your soul group is awakening within you in the month of September, okay? Next out, we have the witness. This is a call to be the observer in September rather than, participating and acting and, assuming. It's like, nope, really pull back from all people, all situations, all things you currently believe, and be the observer through the entire month of September. And again, really pay attention to the number synchronicities and the patterns and the symmetry, that plays out in your life, and just normal synchronicities. Be the witness all through September, because you're receiving a lot of information from the Pleiades, from your Council of Light, okay? And it's to awaken this ancient wisdom inside of you. And some of you, this ancient wisdom is what you need to make your decisions about a situation or a relationship. Others of you, this needs to awaken for the next step on your spiritual path, spiritual journey, okay? So we need to become the non-judgmental, silent observer and look between the lines, you know, really, really pay attention, Capricorn, and there's just a lot that will be revealed to you in that space. Wow, and look at this. We have the moon, and this card sits right next to this new moon right there. So Capricorn, with the moon cycle, I feel that, you know, this is talking about your sensitivity. Many of you are empathic, okay, or you're very psychic. Some of you are aware, some of you are not. I mean, you're all at different points on your journey. And, you know, you need to get more in tune with the moon cycle and understanding what each phase of the moon represents, and when it's in a specific sign, like, you know, waning gibbous in Aries, okay? You need to really understand those, the moon cycle and where it's at every day of the month and which sign and which phase it's in, because it really will give you information about yourself. Like, you will have this amazing connection. I don't know how to explain this. It's like you really need to partner up. There we go. Partner up with Luna and get in tone with her cycles, because your life is very much in alignment to the cycle of the moon, and different mood swings you go through and different things you experience throughout the month have everything to do with the moon cycle. You are very, very sensitive to it. And the more you partner with Luna and you understand every single moment, each day of her movement, what it means, and when she's in, you know, each sign, what it means, it will just bring forth so much wisdom. Like, you will be so illuminated. And again, this is a confirmation about being an astrologist for some of you. So let's keep adding to this. All right, so we have the talking stick, and we have the medicine man, medicine woman. Okay, so with the talking stick coming out, there is, I feel like you guys are going to be in a position of power, or you have a position of power when speaking. When you speak your authentic truth from your soul, you're very captivating and mesmerizing. You have a lot of wisdom to share with humanity, okay? And here's that serpent right here, and that's what we're awakening to, that next step on our spiritual journey, so that we can disseminate this information into the consciousness, or the mass consciousness of humanity, okay? So as we are the observer, the witness this month, that has a lot to do with the next step when you express forth your authentic truth from your spirit, from your soul, okay? And with medicine man, medicine woman, this is saying one of two things. Either A, your words are going to have the power to be very healing and comforting, you know, to those around you, just, you know, in your everyday life, and for others of you in much bigger ways, okay? For others of you, this is where you are finally coming into the wisdom and understanding that you have healing power, healing ability. And those of you that really resonate with that, it's all about the moon cycle. You've got to get very, very in tune with the moon cycle, and it's like that's going to make so many things make sense to you about the way energy moves through your life. And also, you'll know about divine timing. You'll get a much better sense of divine timing, and you'll know when it's right to act, when it's not, things like that, okay? So, you know, make sure that you are speaking your authentic truth through this month, but this is more to yourself, okay? Make sure you're being very honest and true with yourself, and allow this expansion to happen for you. Allow your council of light through the Pleiade energy to come in September and help you through this part of your journey, okay? Again, some of you, there's a direct connection. Others of you, this energy is just working with you through the month of September to help trigger and awaken ancient wisdom inside of you for your next step on your journey, okay? So let's I'm going to pull a little bonus card here. But Capricorn, this looks good. There's big changes, and I feel like this is more about you awakening to your own wisdom, you awakening to your own divinity, you finally getting so in tune with Luna and her movement, so that, again, you know when it's the time to act and things of that nature. But with the Pleiades and the Council of Light, you're gonna just, who you are at the start of September is not gonna be the same at the end, okay? There's change coming, and that's whether you want it to happen or not, it's coming. But like I said, this is good. This is like an awakening for Capricorn. And if you're seeking advice about just a specific relationship or situation, to me, this is more like you need to kind of observe and go based on logic. You know, be the observer through a whole moon cycle, and then speak your truth, because you'll see the whole picture about a person or situation. Yeah, look at this, the tea leaves, foresight. You will see the truth if you step back and observe for an entire moon cycle without being prejudiced or biased, and asking, you know, your spiritual support to help illuminate all things, shine forth the truth so that I can make any changes I need to. Okay, so let's pull a bonus card for Capricorn just to gain a little bit more insight about September. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune and Fate. Yeah, this is so perfectly paired with this moon card. Listen, Capricorn, heed the advice of this reading, okay? And any situations in your life where you feel things are unfair or you don't understand, just remember the wheel of fate is always turning, and this change that's coming is of a positive nature for you. And so where there's been struggle, where there's been darkness, where there's been lack of clarity, lack of understanding, that's all changing for you in September. And you have a very strong spiritual team seeing you through, triggering and awakening you, speaking to you through numbers, synchronicities, sacred geometry, and patterns in the month of September. And this is a time to step back and observe everything for a whole moon cycle, and then speak your truth. And you'll also know what you need to do to heal yourself, to heal a situation, etc. And again, some of you really need to get 100% in tune and knowing with the every moment of the moon cycle, because that's going to help you in your spiritual development and growth moving forward, okay? So those are your messages, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.